I have lived and worked in Fairfield long enough to see it evolve, especially the last 5 years. But what we're seeing happening in 2026 is at a whole new level. There are projects that could reshape the way we live, work, and invest in town. And I'm not just talking about stores that come and go or some new construction peppered throughout town. I'm talking about major projects. These projects could reshape the Black Rock Turnpike area, Fairfield Beach, and many other areas within town. I'm Jennifer Lockwood, your local realtor, and I help families and professionals navigate this very complex market. So in this video, I'm breaking down what is happening in the town of Fairfield in 2026, from the projects to the neighborhood transformations, and what this means for you if you're a buyer or seller in the town of Fairfield. Let's start with the major developments, and that is apartment buildings. I can't really talk about apartment buildings without talking about a statute that the state of Connecticut put in place. The state of Connecticut passed a bill called the 8-30G Affordable Housing Statute. Under that statute, all the municipalities in the state of Connecticut have to have 10% affordable housing. And this is to solve the affordable housing issue throughout the state. There's just not enough housing and not enough affordable housing. So this was one of their solutions to the problem. What 8-30G does is bypass local zoning laws. So, for example, if a developer came to town and wanted to build a large apartment building and went to the zoning in town and they denied it based on the zoning laws, they can then go through 8-30G statute and apply for the development, and most of the time it's granted. The only time it's not granted is if the town can prove that there's health or safety risks that outweigh the need for affordable housing. There has been a track record that about 75% of the time they are approved. So that is what's happening. Many developers are getting in and putting projects forth so that they can build these apartment complexes, and 30% of the complexes have to be affordable housing. Now, the town of Fairfield, they got close to the 10% in 2025 and applied in April for a moratorium, of which it passed. But before that happened, many developers put their projects through to the town of Fairfield, filed them so that they can be approved under 8-30G. Not all of them went through that statute, but many of them did. Now, critics feel it's too much too fast, that it's going to impact the schools, the congestion, the traffic, the population. And then the flip side is progress and solving the affordable housing issue within the state. Before the moratorium, there were 11 applications for apartment building complexes. I'm going to talk about 3 of them that have been approved and are moving forward. Many of them are still in the process of being approved, and I'll talk about 2 others that are in the process and most likely to be approved. They are large projects, and depending on which side you're on, you can look at it as a benefit or a detriment. The first project I'm going to talk about is on Easton Road and Black Rock Turnpike. So that is a main hubbub there near the little pub. It's a pretty busy spot, which has been what the pushback is with residents, but we do need affordable housing, so it was approved. It's a 68-unit apartment building that will be going on Easton Road, and that project is approved and moving forward. The next project is in the Fairfield Beach area. This is on Reef Road and Forest Ave. That is a 45-unit complex. And the pushback on that one was it's really in the neighborhood. So it was some property that was purchased that they could build this complex there, and it is in the flood zone. So people were worried about if there was a flood, the evacuation process with all of those people in that complex. But again, it wasn't enough to say no to the issue of affordable housing. So it was approved, and that is moving forward. And then the third project that has been approved and moving forward is an 18-unit complex that is on Kings Highway, and that is right near a lot of other commercial development and the Metro North train. So that is a great benefit to people that want to live there, because you can walk to the train, and you can walk to many of the stores around. And there is a benefit to the mixed use buildings, because they are using commercial stores on the bottom of these buildings and the apartments above. So there's lots of pizza places and coffee shops and breweries and areas that you can walk to. So for people looking for the walkability and the convenience, if they're commuting to work, it's a great benefit. The last 2 projects I want to talk about are in the process of being approved. and they're large. So one of them is Upper Black Rock Turnpike. So just past the Merritt Parkway, it's a 96 unit complex, two pretty large buildings right now. The design keeps changing, but right now that's the proposal. And it's on a 5-acre parcel. And that one, because it's near the Merritt Parkway, people were concerned about traffic because anyone that lives in this area knows that the Merritt Parkway is just a nightmare. No matter what time of day, you can just hit traffic and you'll be on there for hours. And in the morning commute, it is pretty much a nightmare. There's a traffic getting on the Merritt and off the Merritt, especially at the Black Rock Turnpike exit. So that's been the pushback on that, but that has been approved. And 30% of those will be affordable housing. Second one I'm going to talk about that will be approved is the Circle Inn. This is going to be a 110 room luxury hotel, and then another 250 apartment units. 30% will be affordable housing. So it's a very large project, but it is on an intersection right near the middle of town. You can really walk to the Metro North or the Fairfield Center train station. You're near all the shops. It's a commercial area. You're near medical buildings, so super convenient if you choose to live there. There's been pushback on this because it is near wetlands in the flood zone, but they have been approved. I personally am excited about the fact that the hotel is going to get a revamp because we are a 2-college town. We don't really have a large variety of hotels in town. We have some small, cute little hotels, but this will be a nice benefit to those who are visiting the town of Fairfield. So next we'll talk about some new construction community homes within the town of Fairfield. Now the Fairfield Beach area is a very popular spot for new construction, and that is because of location. I mean, real estate is about location all the time, and buyers love convenience. So being in the Fairfield Beach area, you can walk to the train, you can walk to town, restaurants, the beach. It is the only town on the Gold Coast line of Connecticut where you can walk to town and you can walk to the beach within 2 miles of each other. So it's a really hot spot for new construction. If a builder can find a property that they can tear down and build new construction, that is absolutely what they're doing. We've had even some luxury condos built in the area recently. It is a great spot to live. The prices of these homes do vary from about $2.2 million and up. And it depends on the lot size. You'll get many Nantucket style beach homes built in this area, and they tend to be taller because they have to adhere to the FEMA regulations. So in this area, you'll find many new construction homes and opportunity to live in the beach area. And demand is not slowing down. The beach area is still a very hot spot. And while the beach area is building these luxury homes, you'll find other types of homes throughout town. And when you have new construction in some of these neighborhoods, it does add value to that neighborhood. Even if you're buying a home that's an older home, knowing that there's new construction on your street does add value to your home. There is opportunity throughout Fairfield, especially people that are looking for properties with more space and more land. But as opposed to the beach area, those houses are on very small lots. But in other parts of the town, you'll find a variety of types of acreage. In Greenfield Hill area is a 2-acre zoning. You'll find some new construction there, but not as much as throughout the beach area. So that's what's happening in the residential area. Let me talk about some subtle commercial changes. One of the most exciting ones is that Hartford Healthcare just built a new medical building right next to the Merritt Parkway on Black Rock Turnpike that is a world-class state-of-the-art cancer center. They are a care partner with Memorial Sloan Kettering, which is pretty exciting. It's a new chapter in cancer care, and it's great access for those who require treatment. It is also the first place in Connecticut that offers variant ethos radiation therapy, so that's pretty exciting. And then also in 2026, one of the buildings on the Post Road is going to be home to Sikorsky Federal Credit Union. That is a local federal credit union that's throughout other towns around Fairfield. It's the very first time they're coming to the town of Fairfield. While some of these changes may seem small, they do strengthen property values nearby. So what does this mean for buyers and sellers coming to the town of Fairfield? So for buyers looking at new construction, the early bird wins. You can get in early, you can customize a house, you can make it your own and beat the competition because you could be building equity as you purchase this home ahead of the demand because we do not see demand slowing down. We are not following the traditional market that you're hearing nationally. Our inventory has not changed or grown all that much. What comes on the market gets absorbed by the market. And we still see this happening in 2026. People are just not leaving the area. They are staying put. They're sitting in 3% mortgages. So homes trickle on and then they get absorbed. And getting in early, you can start building equity before demand kicks in. Also important to understand that Fairfield is gearing itself towards these mixed-use buildings, but also convenience-oriented living. This is where buyers want the most. They want to be convenient. They want to be near the train. They want to be walking to town. So you have to decide if you want to prioritize your lifestyle and the convenience, because location matters as far as value goes, over the type of house you may get. And for sellers, it is about telling the story. Most buyers moving to town do not understand the location, so you explaining it and telling your story makes a big impact. And compete smartly against new construction. While people do pay a premium sometimes for new construction because they don't have to do anything, your house too can be move-in ready. With the right renovations and preparing your home for sale is key in getting your home sold quickly and for top dollar. Buyers today really do want move-in ready, so it's really important to have that curb appeal and have your home show ready. I'm always free to book a call. I'd be happy to talk about the market and how challenging it could be. I will put a link below if you'd like to book a call and even just talk about the market so you can understand how the real estate market is functioning here, and also guiding you the right area of Fairfield that could fit your lifestyle. The key is to know where the development is happening and how that will impact pricing going forward. Understanding the market is really important when you're purchasing a home. Again, reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. Or if you want more information on the town of Fairfield, I've done previous videos about particular neighborhoods and the vibe of those neighborhoods. So feel free to watch those after this video. Thanks for watching.